What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to volume 16, the chapters Firefly, The Way Home and Blue Elf Sky. So yeah, it looks like we'll be ending off the Lost Children chapters today, which have been absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Again, some of the first, again away from all the wild stuff, some of the first kind of new pieces of Berserk I've seen, and some of my favourite bits, to be honest with you. With the whole Rosine and Jill relationship, Guts is kind of transition. That word has just been, yeah, just nowadays. Yeah, yeah. I guess it is his transition from his past self before the what's it called, eclipse, right till this kind of demonic Guts that we've seen in the last few chapters. Again, he almost looks like the main villain of this arc, to be honest with you. But yeah, I've absolutely loved that transition, by the way, of Guts, both in the artwork style, the way he kind of carries himself, the kind of demonic smiles we've been seeing and such. But again, looking forward to seeing how this is going to end and seeing where these characters are going to go as well. I do wonder if Jill will continue on her journey with us, or if she will kind of find peace. She might even die or something, so who knows. I feel like she won't die, just because Rosine's trying to save her so damn much, which is fair play to Rosine as well, of course, just kind of putting her own life at danger as a demon for Jill. It's very intriguing, isn't it? But yeah, so much to look forward to. Do let me know what you guys think about these chapters down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. I do actually kind of feel like Jill won't join us even if she does survive, but and who knows? Who knows? Okay. Where are we at? So that one, Firefly, right? Yeah. Where did we end off exactly? I remember this shot. I used that for the last thumbnail. That was freaky. Jill kind of went insane a little bit. But where exactly did we end off? Oh yeah, we ended off here. A human must never be allowed to cause pain for an elf. Sweet, innocent, childlike elf. Yeah, Guts stabbed her right in the chest. He did, funny enough, mention he was kind of pulling his shots a little bit in the last couple of chapters, didn't he? You can understand why. Looks like we're going back to the past today. And there's Rosine's little behelit. That's a tiny little behelit, that, isn't it? They're not usually that small, are they? And no, don't worry. Okay, that's her panting actually. Up here, the Misty Valley. This is it, the land of the elves. All mine. Was this the land of the elves before she got here? Maybe in the kind of ancient history, perhaps. At the minute, it doesn't seem like there's anyone here, of course. She's still going, fucking hell. And like, Rosine's really impressed me. Kind of as a person, a little bit. Also unimpressed me as a person, of course, as well. But just in the relentlessness, she's taken a beating and a half. We know a lot of these demons can, but her guts have been spilled out. She's been stabbed in the chest. She's got her antenna cut off, part of her wing cut as well. Quite a few chapters before this, she's taken a hell of a lot. All of her cocoons killed. Was there an outright rejection from Jill? I'm not sure if Jill outwardly actually expressed her rejection to Rosine, but in words anyway. I feel like she did kind of body language and such wise. But yeah, she's taken a lot. Guts. Still after all this, little Puck's calling out Guts. I mean, He's just flying through the air. Surely if he's just left right now, he just dies, right? I like this shot right here. This is cool, isn't it? Guts blocking out the light side of the moon. This is the yeah, that big dark figure blocking out all of the light from the moon. Again, I gotta love the imagery in this, haven't you? Humans aren't meant to take the lives of elves. I won't have it. I think when she thinks of these elves, she does kind of think of maybe her younger self, like the innocence of a child wanting to turn into an elf and then becoming an elf and still being that little child. So it's kind of like likening the killing of elves to killing a kid as an adult male, or a female male as well, of course. Did I just say a female male? Oh god, I'm not on form today. Female adult. Oh dear. You can just go away forever. There's the stinger. Again, it's amazing she's still moving like this. Oh, damn, where did he get done right there? I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter too much if he gets hit in the eye anymore, does it, on the right side? I guess it would be very dangerous, of course, because your brain is only just behind. But I mean, we can't lose the eye again, can we? Look at the rage. Oh crap! So she got him, but not in the best place ever. Right through the jaw. And look at the grimace on Guts' face right here. I haven't seen him look quite like this yet, have we? It's nasty. Looks like a wild wolf. Get ready to kind of like get his fangs ready, just bare. Like a rabid dog. And obviously Rosie looks crazy as well. The fight between two monsters right here. A lot of blood. And then look at that face, bloody hell. The face of pure fucking terror. On the face of a demon. And then look at this. Jesus. Again, I love how the roles are feel so reversed in these chapters. Look at this face, my dude. How can you give someone this panel, excluding the stuff on the left? I think even with the stuff on the left, maybe even so, but if you just give them those two shots, you're like, who is the protagonist and who is the villain in this situation? I think 99% of people will just say Guts is the villain right there, because that is a nasty face. A nasty expression. Just the scared look on Rosine's face as well. Bloody hell. She gets absolutely fucked. Again, did he drag his shot here? He's cut her almost in two, but not the kind of physical bit of her body. And again, I think we can understand that, considering all the kind of kids and his son trying to I think you guys are actually telling me this. One of you guys actually said that his son maybe tried to warn him about these kind of burning up demon kids coming at him that time, and I think that was probably true actually. I just always again have the wrong impression of Guts' son. I just base it off looks, unfortunately. Very material. Maybe Guts' son is a helpful guy. I mean, I just think that because he looks and he's a fucking demon. He's born from Femto, of all people. But turns out he might actually be a good kid. I thought he was the kid that brought the other kids, but it turns out he was trying to maybe warn Guts about those kids. Yeah, again, he's not actually cut. Did he actually get her right here? It's hard to tell, of course, because the blade blocks the shot. But this is a hell of a fucking drawing, by the way. But again, he's not actually kind of hit her head on, has he? He's not cut her human part in half. And again, I think that goes pretty well with his feelings on the killing of kids and what he's done in the past with them and such. But yeah, this is a sick shot, isn't it? Ripping right through. Get a very intriguing placement of where the camera would be right here. Seeing the sword like this is absolutely amazing, isn't it? It just adds that dimension of just this thing is fucking huge. If you didn't already know, it's the biggest thing on the screen, apart from Rosine, I guess. Oh, even with Rosine, I'm not sure. Hell of a drawing though. Oh, did he get her? Oh, looks like her insides are coming out of it. I mean, he did say he was going to stop pulling his shots, so. Well, it looks like he gets hit by something here in the arm. Huh. When did that happen? Did that happen maybe in some of the earlier chapters I reacted to last week, perhaps? Probably. I've got no idea how he expects to survive up here. Like, if he kills her, he just falls to his death, right? You know what else he can do. If he doesn't kill her, he's just going to die anyway, so. It's not like Puck's going to fly up there and catch him. That would be hilarious. Not possible. Ah. It's still a beautiful looking creature, isn't it? In my opinion. In the back right there. They weren't there. What are you talking about? They weren't there? Who? Jill covered in the liquids. Little Puck. Also, a good point I heard about the kind of innocence of Puck and his non-bulge, kind of indicating again his innocence, whereas these kind of perverted elves do have that kind of down below bit, don't they? That was an interesting point that I totally missed out on. I read a couple of videos ago. Again, it's a little bit odd recording ahead in time. Not sure I like it quite as much, but I kind of have to, unfortunately. I prefer kind of uploading then getting the kind of the comments as I just read the chapters, but yeah, it's a bit of a shame. This Gus just falls. I mean, he's fallen in the water, but even so, surely he's dead, right? Look how high he's fallen from, and we all know. Oh, we all should know that it doesn't matter if you're hitting concrete or water. Well, it does to an extent. He's still probably dead here, right? Hit the water that hard. No, they weren't there. I waited for days and days. I waited forever. Is she talking about when she got to the Misty Valley? I'd known it. I hadn't really believed in them. Damn, really? So she didn't even really believe in the story she told us about PCAF? Did she tell us about that? No, I feel like it was Jill actually that told us about that. And the darkness surrounding the moon. How the hell did she end up? No, don't worry. I think we'll probably see. They hadn't really believed in them. Silly elves. Rosine. Oh, so this is how I was gonna just say, how did she get her parents to be sacrificed for the behelit? Because I imagine that's what happened. It looks like they actually came to her trying to find her. They found her and then went from there. Okay. Rosine. Rosine. Huh? Thank God you're safe. Why are you here? Oh girl, you had me so worried. The hell is that? Looks like the fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer. Not the best movies ever. Last one was okay actually. Do you know what? Is it the third one or the second one? I can't remember. But the one with Jack Black, that one's pretty hilarious in a cheesy way. Also pretty boring though. Man, ReZero soundtrack really is insane, isn't it? Hopefully we're getting a new season very soon. But this is a very ominous image right here, isn't it? Oh my god. And yeah, we did hear the fam. It very much seems actually very much a lot like Jill's situation, doesn't it now? As he fucking hooks her in the jaw but running away, which is just awful. Sacrifice him. I'm okay with that, to be honest. I'm not. Yeah, I'll be okay if she just sacrificed her father. But again, the mother is slightly at fault with it. Is the kind of almost the exact same situation as Jill also. I think women could do a lot less in this time, though. If you know what I'm saying, like I think this would be more a woman's fault nowadays, but back in these days, the man very much is the kind of the authority, isn't he? There's no kind of police or governing system for abused women. Especially not in Berserk. Here, stop. She don't know how to take that again. Imagine being a fucking like 12-year-old, 13-year-old girl taking a full-on punch from a grown man. That could kill you. Like genuinely. Of all the stupid things to do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused everyone in the village? Don't you dare humiliate me ever again. She looks up from the grass. Intriguing shot right here. I want to say what I'm thinking, but I don't. It might be a bit embarrassing. So I'm not gonna. What? Have you got something to say? Get your ass up, we're going back to the village. Dear, do you have any idea how long looking for you has delayed the harvest? Were there elves? Were there any elves here? Worthless superstitions. You're too old to believe in that crap. But the imposing shot there on the right. Oh, what's he doing here? Is he slapping her? Oh, yeah, it looks like he's slapped her as well. Mother looks horrified, of course. It wasn't exactly like Jill's situation. It looks like her mother actually is quite a bit better than Jill's mother in actually trying to stop him and do something. But again, obviously, futile. Or was this for me? Did you do this to me because I'm not your real father? Dear, please, stop it. That makes this... I'm not sure if that makes this worse, to be honest. The fact he's not a real father and doing this to her. But it's also a fact that if it was a real father, that would be quite bad. Like, I mean, it's bad either way, but I guess you can't really choose between the two evils. They are both just very evil, aren't they? Shut up! Ugh. This is wrong. This kind of thing can't happen here in the valley. And I really like how they kind of black out some of these panels as well, these pages, and use this again kind of reverse kind of white as the as what the black would usually be. Works very well in Berserk. I don't need this at all. I don't need all this. Oh, so it's her blood. Well, it was Griffith's blood as well, wasn't it? To be fair, I think. Again, I'm not. Been a while. Been a little while. Yeah, it was Griffith's blood. Is it just that these two are the only sacrifice? I mean, of course, Femto is going to take a lot of people to sacrifice. He already did sacrifice a lot of people. But for someone as powerful as Femto, you would expect that amount. So maybe for her, it's just a quite smaller amount, and that's just the vastness in power between Rosine and Griffith. As much as Rosine is also a fucking strong ass demon as well. Go away. Everything. Just go away. You know what, the tears of blood really are very fitting for the Beheller, aren't they? The tears of blood very much obviously encapsulates Rosine right here, but thinking about it, it does kind of encapsulate Griffith as well a bit, doesn't it? Just tears of blood. The pain of crying. Bloodshed. And it has been activated. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Forgive me, father. Mother. What happened to her real father? He probably died, I expect. It's interesting that she's now saying sorry, though. I mean, I can understand for her mother. You're talking about her stepfather here? If so, I feel like she really doesn't have anything to be forgiven about. So she's transformed back to her kind of normal form. I'm sorry, forgive me. Father. Mother. Look. Where's Guts is in the river. Again, should be dead, but probably not. Rosine. Oh dear. Yeah, Guts did get her pretty good actually. Oh, cut her ear off as well. It's too late. Jill. They weren't there. They weren't there. There weren't really any elves. Damn, that's sad, isn't it? There was nothing there. The Behelit. All we found there really was despair. How has this only just come off? Perhaps it was like dangling by a thread or something. That's intriguing, isn't it? I waited alone, day after day, but no elves appeared. There were never any such things. Picaf and the elves of the Misty Valley were fairy tales that some lonely child made up. I'm sure. Rosine, that's not true. Picaf, you. Long ago, elves really did live here. And yeah, we had Puck actually kind of, again, thank you for commenting. Puck actually kind of felt the experience of the past of those elves, which again I didn't understand, but reading this probably would be more understandable if I went back and read it. At that point, I don't even know what to call them. I thought they were kind of the spirits of the elves or something. I'm not really sure. Oh, I was quite confused actually. Yeah, now after reading this bit, and thank you for the comments as well. Actually, solidified what that was. Elves really did live here. I don't know why everybody's gone, but I'm sure my kind did live here. I can tell. I feel it. Your kind? He's an elf, see? A real one. Wait, has she really not kind of acknowledged him this whole time? But has she ever really actually even seen him, to be fair? Maybe she's seen him a few times, but actually, yeah, she's never actually paid any attention to Puck, has she? I don't think we've actually ever seen her kind of speak to him or direct anything at him, from what I remember anyway. Which is actually a bit of a fucking shame, isn't it, when you think about it? That whole them not existing and such, there's literally standing right in front of her this whole time. He's an elf, see? A real one. Real one? So he is. That kind look in her eyes right there. They were here. The elves. His guts emerges again. Should be dead, in my opinion. Should be dead. I'm not sure how tall the fall was, but I don't know. To be fair, he probably has survived. Maybe even more unsurvivable situations. Damn, she really is fucked, actually, isn't she? Rosine. I think she is on a deathbed right here. Firefly end. It almost reminds me a bit of that scene of Jason coming out of the water in Friday the 13th. Not quite the same. Guts looks a bit more scary. It was quite goofy actually in Friday the 13th, to be honest with you. Again, that's nice for her to at least know this before she died, I guess. Rather than kind of go out thinking that they were never really here. That whole story was BS and they never existed. Berserk. Okay, so we'll get on to the next chapter. Lost Children arc, the Lost Children chapter. The Way Home. Oh. Jill's got a bruise on her knee. There's a little Rosine helping her out. They were here. The elves. You found one for real, Jill. Lucky. Lucky indeed. What would have happened if Rosine found one earlier on, before her parents came, perhaps? Perhaps that might have been the salvation. I feel like I don't really want to bring this up. I tried not bringing it up earlier. Lost chapter stuff here, if you guys didn't want to read it or anything. Probably going to be talking about it for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. But right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, the lost chapter really does, again, kind of complicate this stuff, just because the fact that we kind of know that they have an intervention in the kind of future, if you know what I'm saying. So it was always destined for for Rosine to be like this. So that kind of invalidates what I just said. Okay, and we're back. So yeah, so that's why I'm trying to kind of dismiss that as well. The lost chapters, I feel like actually forgetting about them is probably the best, to be honest. So yeah, probably be the last time I bring that up. Now you'll all be alright, even with bad stuff. Alright. Such a peaceful look. Rosine! Here he comes. Nasty ass bastard, man. Okay, he looks like some kind of like swamp creature just kind of washed ashore. Demon. Absolute demon. Look at him. Just let her go out in peace, Guts, man. Let her go out in peace this time. This one, please. Although he's got such a nasty face, looks like he really wants to ravage her. Guts, Mr. Swordsman. He's just in that mode, isn't he? That switch has kind of been flipped. So, stop. That's enough. Rosine can't even move. Don't hurt her anymore. Ah! Wait! Please, just leave her be. I agree, honestly. She's going to die anyway, more than likely. Even if she doesn't, maybe we save her for the last one to be killed. Maybe she's earned that, at least. He just bumped her, walking straight through her. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm not really sure Guts is in a listening type of. Again, that switch has been turned, hasn't it? Why? Why do you hate her so much? Why? Although, again, he did sum it up last. Was it the last chapter? Might have been the one before, about her and the rest of the demons. Do you care? You probably don't even remember ravaging all the whole band of the Hawk, ravaging them all, killing every comrade I had, destroying my loved one's memory, killing my essentially killing my best friend, turning him into a demon. Jill! She gets knocked down again. I love that Jill's fighting like this, though. Love to see this. She was very paralysed at the start of this Misty Valley stuff, wasn't she? You'll pay for that, Guts! Nenpi Cannon Ricky. Nenpi Cannon Ricky. A lot of just Japanese in there that hasn't been translated. Canon. Oh, he's got double. Oh, don't kill yourself, fucking Park. Oh, is he behind? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is he? If he was trying to stop the blade from coming down on the front, he's just dead, right? But no, he's actually trying to stop it and pull it back from behind. Very little success. I mean, it actually looks like it kind of missed. But there he goes, flying off as he brings the sword down on her. Damn. Getting pitch black head this whole time, except for this shot. Look at his eye. I think that kind of that's getting quite even fitting though. Again, like I just said, it's pitch black head this whole time, but the one time we do see kind of detailed look at his face about the darkness is that kind of blind side, isn't it? Guts! Stop it! You fool! No! Can he actually do it? The answer is the question. Sorry, the answer. Fling. Can he kill her in this form? He's tried 3 times and failed. Oh crap! Chills jumped in the way. I didn't even know it. How did I not even see this? Chills jumped in the way. Focus on this shot right here. Again, looks like Guts is kind of easing up a little bit, perhaps, even though it still looks quite scary. Looks a little less scary than the other shots we've seen him in. It looks like Jill's jumped in the way. Bloody hell! Don't kill yourself, Jill. Gah! Don't kill yourself, Jill. Pug now getting in the way as well. Oh wow, good timing. Look at this cheesy bastard right here. You know, if I was his son and he was abusing me, I'd knock him out. This goofy bastard, bloody hell. Well, I could, of course. I got like 16, 17 years of age. No way I'd allow this bastard fucking abuse me. What was he doing? Was he just sitting there watching? As his daughter was about to be killed. Really? Was he actually, because he's sitting down right now, was he always sitting there just watching as his daughter almost died? I mean, I say that like it's surprising. I've said this plenty of times, that whole village is fucking awful in terms of the adults and trying to save their children. Awful. And he did mostly go on this trip to reignite that kind of flame of adventure more than again trying to save his own kids. So not actually that surprising as it is for a normal person. How about that? Ah, I hit him. I took down the black swordsman. Oh, is that what happened here? I thought he might have just got distracted, but looks like he got hit by oh yeah, we see it right here. Yeah, not really on top form today, am I? Realizing and noticing stuff. So apologies. Probably going to be quite a lot to tell me about in these chapters. Yeah, he gets hit by arrow here. I didn't notice that. Lucky, very lucky. That's why he stopped. So maybe this guy didn't do too bad a job. He done something. Again, was it for his daughter? Or was it for the fact of the adventure of hitting Guts with an arrow? Probably more likely. I hate him. I took down the black swordsman. Dad? Mr. Zepek. I done it. I done it. I took down the Black Swordsman. Me. Imagine if it was that easy. 1 arrow. The guy just fell, what? At least, what? 40 meters, right? At least? Perhaps? Again, I'm not really sure. Straight onto the water surface and survived, and you think 1 arrow can kill him. But yeah, it looks like the Holy Iron Chain Knights have finally arrived, which is potentially bad news. Probably bad news. And you know what? He has been kind of done dirty here. As usual with Guts and these kind of ending, the kind of aftermath, should I say, of his mission. He's usually done quite dirty with the aftermath, isn't he? And this one, he's been caught in the act of that, and it looks awful, doesn't it? Looks like he's trying to kill 2 young girls. Oh no! Attack! Rescue the children. Save the kids. Bloody hell, watch out. I mean, save the kids, but fucking watch your arrows. Bloody hell, they're right next to them. Eee! So they just fly by him. Totally unfazed. And he's about to get pissed at you guys. Again, I love this little these little snarls where you can really see, like, right at the bridge of the nose. Really see it kind of build up again, like a dog snarling at you. Looks like he's running away. After him, grab him. So what are these guys gonna? I hope that Rosine doesn't die before these guys get to see Rosine right here and get proof of demons. But wait for me. I'll go too. Mr. Zepek. We must pursue the Black Swordsman. But you must stay and here and watch over the children. No, but I think that totally fucking goes along with what I said earlier about this guy just want the adventure rather than his daughter. The Black Swordsman. I mean, you must not push yourself. Where do I read here? You just leave him to us and take your time basking in the joy of being reunited with your child. This is what you'd say to a normal person. Not this guy. Firing that arrow to save your daughter was admirable, but I would never dream of involving an outsider such as you in this danger any further. So then, why I order? God damn it. That son of a bitch. I didn't come all the way out here to the Misty Valley just for this. One more time. This little fucking rat. This little rat. Look at his head, it's like half the size of Mr. Zepek. You rat-ass bastard. Some father. That's like Rosine's able to stand up somehow. Rosine? You mustn't move. Jill, what's that thing? Ain't that an elf? You ever seen an elf this size, bro? No. To be honest, he's never actually seen an elf anyway. Actually, he's seen Puck. Have to go home. And where would that be? Tell me these guys are seeing this. And where would that be? It's not the village, is it? Is that kind of demonic plane that we saw very early on in the series? I wouldn't be mad if she returned later on in the story, you know. Huh? Stop it! Move, stupid! Old man, sting sting. Don't know what, I think Puck could probably beat this guy. Yeah, she flies high in the air. Rosine! She could still? No, right, it's amazing the feat she's achieved, isn't it? I have to go. Must go home now. The sun's gone down. And the moon's already so high. That like the demonic kind of takeover, as strange as that sounds. I mean, the moon's been up for a while. Does that mean that, like, we know with the brand, a lot of the demons come out at night, and the daytime's usually the kind of salvation regards. Not all the time. He still encounters demons in the daytime as well sometimes, but that is the kind of mode activate for demons to attack the branded. So perhaps that's why she's got to go. Otherwise, that instinct will kind of activate even more than it is now, and she will very much die trying to kill Guts. Perhaps. No, I'm not really sure. Could be that. It could just be maybe something else. I'm kind of thinking it's something else, to be honest. If I don't hurry home, Mum and Dad will be worried. Yeah, it looks like it is something else. So it is to the village. Interesting. Looks like she's very much repenting what she did, which is good to see, honestly. Even though, again, I don't think she was that far in the wrong. Again, maybe for her mother, yes, but I personally see it as reasonably normal if you're getting abused by your father like that every day. I know in the real world there's all kinds of confusions and debates about it as well. I think a lot of the time people do get charged with kind of killing or bad things happen to people that kind of kill their abusers and such. Again, it's a very much case by case basis, isn't it? A hard topic to discuss, but I feel like in this situation, I don't really know. He seems like an absolute fucking arse, and he's destroying a life essentially and killing a life essentially by abusing that young person. Like, these are developing years. You're developing, and you're developing by abusing them. I mean, what kind of life are they going to have if you teach them like that and such? So, yeah, it's a tough topic. It almost is murder, even though it's just abuse, in a way. Huh. I'm so hungry. Wonder what's for dinner tonight. She now just fallen to her death right here. Flew so high. And it looks like she's fallen to her death. On top of a small hill between the village where he no longer knew a single person, and the elf forest where no human was allowed to live. Pekaf the outcast cried and cried, his eyes swollen even redder. It's that very hill. Maybe it's quite fitting that she kind of went off on her own in the end to be that kind of outcast, all alone. And that was the end of this chapter. The way home. End. Well, this actually happened. Seems like she was having fun right here with the family. Maybe that's just a delusion. Perhaps. I'm gonna read these comments. There's never any point to read these fucking comments. What is this right here? Is that her parents there and her? As kind of moths. It's so kind of ambiguous. I'm not really sure what this is. It's something though. We did kind of see a load of little lights around Jill when she was waiting by herself. I think they were maybe the kind of past elves, perhaps. Maybe quite similar to what Puck saw potentially. Maybe this is something like that, where these are like those kind of past elves, and maybe this is them going through that same kind of thing. Again, just a wild guess. But yeah, really good chapter. Again, really nice ending here. Definitely got a feel for Rosine, haven't you? Again, one of my favourite new additions, to be honest with you. Really loving this. Where her character's gone. And Jill as well, of course. But damn. Let's get into the final chapter. Rosine's flown off for home. Almost like Pecaf running back to his house. Oh yeah, true as well. And then finding out that everything's aged so much. Whereas with Rosine, she's kind of sacrificed so much. Probably won't recognise anyone. Conviction Arc Lost Children chapter. Blue Sky Elf. A road she will never reach the end of. Ugh, damn it. Got me good. What Puck did. I fucking hope so. Getting my hopes up. Getting my hopes up. They planned this from the start. Don't get me going on stuff that won't happen. Sons of bitches. Come on. We're going home, Jill. Come on. Quit standing there. Let's go. I like this. I've got the sword on his shoulder and the walking stick in hand. Again, quite poetic. And a very not impressed Puck right here. We ain't following you. I can't go. Huh? Say what? I can't go home yet. You fool. What the hell's that mean? Don't you talk back to me. Wah! And he missed. Oh, I think she dodged actually, but you rotten bastard, man. You go back to the village, Dad. Oh, hey, Jill. Where the hell do you think you're going? With that elf, you stupid girl. Look how sad she looks at this dodge. Like, you weakling. I think she actually made that face because she was maybe expecting that, and hence why she dodged. Just sad that it actually happened. Puck, find out where the swordsman is. Alright. But it's dangerous. You saw him before, right? Besides, why? After everything he's put you through. I don't know, but I just can't. I can't leave things this way. Yeah. Go on, Jill. Go on. Find him. Leave no stone unturned. Capture the Black Swordsman. Commander, it's hopeless in this fog, and it's only a matter of time before that fire makes its way here. Silence! After years, we've finally gotten this close. I'm not about to let him just escape. Hide him behind a big boulder. What's this? Is it an arrow? No. The flinch. In a strange state right now, Guts, so I can imagine him flinching like that. Mr. Swordsman. I imagine he's probably pissed off at her, considering she jumped in the way of his kill. He turns back to the darkness. I love that. Yeah, they use that so well, don't they? Are you going away? Are you an idiot? Why are you still following me after all that crap? It's like I told you, huh? You're lucky to still be alive. You almost died plenty. Your old friend was killed and you're soaked in bloody sludge. Keep hanging around. I promise you'll see more of the same. Now get lost. Go away. But, you know, he's very right, isn't he? There will be more of the same, most likely. That time, I nearly burned to death. You saved me, didn't you? So he noticed Jill. So he still noticed Jill. Take me with you. Jill. I won't slow you down, so take me. Somewhere far away. Somewhere. Somewhere that isn't here. Damn. And even after all this, she runs to him like this. I think she does know, even though she doesn't know, she does know. In essence, what he's doing, he believes is right and is right, is righteous, as dark and disgusting and bloody and gory and such as it is, as evil as it might look. I love this image here as well, her being like almost kind of pure white. Running to him. That innocence. Maybe gaining a bit of innocence back. I don't care where. As long as it's not here. I don't care. Ah. Do it, Guts. I know he won't. I think I know what he's going to say, but do it. Come on. Sad thing is, as well, as much as I want to see it as well, just like, I haven't even read this yet, but just like here, the chance of her dying just is extremely high, and danger and disgusting acts done to her is highly likely, and you don't really want to see that happen to her, so I kind of want her to come along and stay with the story. I kind of want her to go home and live a, it wouldn't even be a peaceful life as the sad thing because of her fucking father, but somewhere live a peaceful life, live a nice life. Look, eh? Take a good look around us. A good hard look at the shadows, at the darkness around me. Is that actually there? It is nighttime, it did say, so maybe these are the kind of spirit things that we saw. Oh, I like the look of this guy. This guy looks quite funny, doesn't he? The rest of him just do look very menacing. I like this guy as well. Do you know what? That really reminds me of Minervamon from Digimon. Kind of the weird kind of dragon sword thing she has. I'll get it up quickly. So a lot of you guys probably won't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like a snake's head. Not the actual character I'm looking for. I think it's like a form of this character. This one, I think. This thing here, it really reminds me of this on the right. Not the best quality, so apologies about that. Yeah, Guts makes a brilliant point here, of course. And yeah, so they are actually there. You said somewhere that's not here. This is that somewhere. The verge of our old world. Sorry, the verge of our world. This place is adrift, where the dead cling to the living, drowning in jealousy and yearning. A garbage heap of losers. Oh shit, it's more of these fuckers. More of these little squid bastards. There's loads of these little squid bastards. We saw one of these in this arc and early on in the series as well, didn't we? Horrible little squid things. Look at these faces behind as well. That's really cool, isn't it? Look at this guy. I love how these are drawn. They are so scary, aren't they? These expressions, so strange and scary. Garbage heap of losers. You said you don't care where. Well, what you see is what you get. This is your paradise. And that is the reaction to this paradise. Not quite the paradise, is it? Again, this or abusive home? Which one? I'm not sure which one I'd pick. It's tough, isn't it? Child, young body, give me, let me in. Mine, give it, mine. Yummy. Little fucking baby. Jesus Christ. God damn. He's getting a glimpse of what we got to deal with here. A glimpse. No. She almost got possessed right here. These things really kind of remind me of that really shitty Friday. Well, it kind of reminds me of Friday the 13th a little bit. In I think is it part 6, 7, 8, 9, one of the later parts with not actually Jason in it, but he's kind of Jason being this kind of black heart thing, and it also reminds me of Nightmare on Elm Street, one of the later sequels with the kind of the dream demon spirits. Quite look a lot like this. Actually, they were cheesy as fuck though. Both of those movies I just talked about, both cheesy as fuck. not in a good way. I mean, I actually reasonably liked the Friday the 13th one. It was an interesting spin, but the Freddy Nightmare on Elm Street one with these things was just fucking god awful. Jill. Ugh. 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 There's no paradise for you to escape to. Dark and bright. Damn. That's awful, isn't it? But that is the world of Berserk, isn't it? Which of the lesser evil? Which of these evils will you pick? The lesser of these two. Either way, you're screwed. There is no paradise for you to escape to. Again, just a dark embrace surrounding you. I love that. Guts gave her a little taste of what his life's like. Yeah, he relates to her quite a bit now as well, of course. I think this is a really cool fucking shot, though, isn't it? That might have to be the thumbnail. What you'll find. What's there? It's just a battlefield. And again, harsh but kind of true and kind. I said again, very hypocritical saying kind and harsh in the same sentence, but it's true, isn't it? It's kind of harsh but kind and true words from Guts here. It is doing a kindness and being this harsh. It's pretty much sums up the whole thing with Guts, to be honest, doesn't it? Like doing a kindness and a good act in an extremely demonic, evil seeming way from the outside perspective. It says that there's that gown of darkness. Mr. Swordsman? Go home. I do think that is her best option, to be honest, actually. I mean, even though it is abusive and awful, hopefully she'll just grow up to fucking be able to beat her little father up. If that's the case. But it's kind of sad because I do really like Jill. No, I don't have a place I want to go home to. Go home. This is my battlefield. Only bad things happen there. Nobody's kind to me. Go. Go back. Back to your battlefield. Mr. Swordsman! Back to your battlefield. Damn. Everyone's fighting something. Everyone's fighting the darkness in their own heart. The darkness which people wished for. It's almost like when I always bring up the people want freedom. People who don't actually want freedom, they want to be tied down by rules. It's the same as that kind of. It's an endless fight against yourself, against your situation, the circumstances you're under. Everyone's got that battlefield. Some darker than others. Some you'd think are actually quite sprightly. Not in this case, of course, but we see both the battlefields here a little bit, don't we? As we transition back to somewhere else, it looks like. Awesome fucking scene there, by the way. Again, really like these shots right here. He disappeared into the darkness. In the end, I still didn't know who he was. Just like when he appeared, he took the demons with him. I was the only one left behind. I still don't really know what these past days of fear and sadness and shock were to me. The mist cleared away. The mist that would never go away, was pushed out by the flames. The clear sky now peeks through. A little bit of light shining through here. I think as long as you're fighting that battle, that will be, won't it? You will get that light. I think maybe it kind of relates a little bit to, maybe a bit to the Rosine situation, with Jill wanting to follow Guts and continue on with him, get away from the village. Almost relates a little bit to Rosine wanting to get out of the village and leave the pain and battling and suffering. That's just life, isn't it? It almost relates a little bit to what's it called? Made in Abyss. There's always going to be darkness and scariness and awfulness on the journey, but that's the journey everyone has to take. Everyone, it's an adventure. Quite similar in a not so similar way, I guess. Yeah, I really like that in Made in Abyss again. The darkness kind of makes the light bits even more shiny and bright. There isn't too much of that here in Berserk, of course, but there is still a faint glimmer of light, isn't there? And everyone's got their own darkness they need to deal with. But it's by no means a spectacle that makes my heart leap. Like when I flew in the sky with Rosine. It's savage, lonely, cold, but such a vivid sky. It's a clear sky like the kind after a storm blows through. Bam. The weather really encapsulating the situation right now, isn't it? Such a vivid sky. A clear sky like the kind after a storm blows through. It's cold, lonely, savage. Bam. I don't have wings, so I guess I'll look up at the sky and crawl along on the earth. Now, this is very poetic shit right now, isn't it? Crawl along, just struggle, just like Guts, just struggle along. I was going to say, what happened to Puck? Looks like he's not gone just yet, but we know he has to say goodbye all the time. Maybe the fluid from that cocoon he doused me with, mixed with Rosine's blood, washed away my childhood. You know what? Probably right, in a way. I mean, this would mature anyone, let's be honest. Guess this is it, Jill. Sadly. I did think it was Rosine that saved Jill from the fire, but let's we'll go back quickly. Was I wrong about that then? Guts did notice. So there's Rosine saving Jill. With the liquid, isn't it? He stabs through. Oh, this bit. Oh yeah. Well, not gonna lie, it still feels like that even now. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like this liquid. Oh, I did kind of. Yeah, I did save her, to be fair. Yeah, okay. That was a bit I didn't quite remember. Again, the most thing I took away from that part was that Rosine saved her. Oh, there's that image that we saw at the start of these chapters, start of this volume, should I say? You're going? Yeah. Jill, will you be okay alone? Yeah. I guess I don't think I can be violent like the swordsman after all. And I guess I really don't have the courage to run away like Rosine did. But the courage to run away? I see it as more courageous staying and fighting personally. Why Rosine ended up like this, but still you've still got to have the courage to run, I guess. But at least I think I'll try crying and shouting and biting my way through. Maybe I can change something. Yeah, you do that, Jill. You do that. You beat that little fucker up. That little rat. You beat that bastard up. Nice little nod from little Puck. Farewell gifts. Sting your dad with this as much as you like. Elf Blade, Waku. Yeah, that's really small. Elf Blade, Sakurimaru. A homemade elf dust. And some homemade. Oh, that's nice of him. And some homemade elf dust just to heal yourself. Thanks. But, hey Puck, why do you go with him? But elves really do look best in the blue sky. I just can't leave him be, that idiot. Yep. You got to deal with the people, that's the thing. Puck's got to be there for the kind of emotional support for the people that fucking Guts gets involved with. He's got to be their counsellor. Oh, little Puck. I thought this could have been, but I did actually think this could have been the last straw. I think Guts and Puck are just like a perfect combo. But if anything, this could have been like a real big dent in their relationship or whatever, couldn't it? They fell out plenty of times over this, over these chapters. I thought he could genuinely might even stay with Jill, but looks like that's not the case. Lovely little gift from him there, though. And such a carefree, lovely look from him here. That innocent look. In a tiny village nestled in the ravine, difficult to see even from the air. I think I'm about to start my own tiny battle. You do that, Jill. You do that. Conviction arc, Lost Children chapter. The end. Damn, that was brilliant, wasn't it? That was a great end. That was a great end. Jill going off to fight her own little battle. A lot less dangerous than the one Guts is on, which is a good thing, but again, still kind of a sad thing. But there's those silver linings, hey? There's those breaks in the clouds. Damn, what a brilliant ending that was. These last chapters have been insane, haven't they? This whole arc in general has been amazing so far, hasn't it? And it's not even over, is the thing. This is just like the first chapter in this arc, so this is very promising. Very promising. I do wonder what we'll be covering next. Probably, I think from what I remember from the title of the next chapters, it's going to be a lot about the Holy Iron Knights, I'm pretty sure. That should be interesting. But again, really like this. Jill is an awesome character, isn't she? The end for her has been amazing here as well. Love the Loved the scenes with Guts and her. That was absolutely brilliant. But just these scenes with her alone at the end here, just realizing what she has to do now, just going over what happened. It's just absolutely brilliant, isn't it? But I have got a little bit of cold and I can feel a sneeze coming, so I'm going to kind of wrap this up quite quickly. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, these last chapters have been absolutely fucking amazing, haven't they? I loved all of this in general, but the kind of setup for this story, the characters themselves, the fight scenes were good. Wouldn't say they're the best fight scenes, but they're made even better by the story and the characters, aren't they? That's what really impacted it for me. And this ending here is absolutely beautiful. Love the ending for Rosie as well, of course. But yeah, really like this ending for Jill. Guts as well. I love this. I love seeing this from Guts, this side of him. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about these chapters down in the comment section. Awesome fucking end to these ones, and looking forward to the next. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. I'll be back next time with the start of the next chapters, so hopefully join me then, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.